Hi, welcome to Football Takes. I'm your host Daiki, and here again with me is co-host Simplicio, and we are here to discuss about the preview for Premier League game week 12. We're going to dissect each match and look into have a brief recap of what happened over the internationals and also be able to go into some of the news surrounding football this weekend. So we'll start off by previewing some of the Premier League matches, and we'll actually dive deep in and start off with a big match of the weekend, the blockbuster Man City versus Tottenham. So introduce yourself and then tell us what you think of that game, please. Simply, yeah.
Okay, it's Steven, your usual co-host, right? So yeah, I'm back again, and I'm excited for this episode of the podcast. I think it's going to be an intriguing week, more like a proper Premier League week with the setup. I don't think a lot of big teams have a lot of big matches to play, but within them there are inklings of upsets here and there. But yeah, that is yet to see. So getting straight into the match for this session, I think Manchester City versus Tottenham. Tottenham is a live wire. It's an unpredictable team to say. Um, Looking at what they've put up this season, they are not one to be feared apparently, because one moment they are moving through you like hot knife through butter, and the next moment they are stiff. And this is no there are no excuses now on injuries and all. I think their strikers that is looking at their last match, which was a sorry showing on their part, that is losing at Ipswich. Um, they had everyone firing on all cylinders. They had Son Heung-min available for the match. They also had Solanke as well as Brendan Johnson that has never left form. I think at this point we can question if his form or he just got good over the period. And I think they had their players, that Dejan Kulusevski. I don't think they could ask for more out of this point, right?
So
I
what are you
think
saying? Are
apart
you saying they're not good enough? Are you saying they're not good enough?
No, I'm just saying that they are like a whirlwind, like right. You can't say what they are going to do, because one moment they can be very very creative and devastating in their listing, and they even have your views Basuma and Madison, so they can be groundbreaking in what they do, but the next moment they can fall apart, because losing against Ipswich at home is like the lowest of the lows, right? You can't get lower than that. And then you have Man City on the other end of the spectrum, that has lost four matches in Spain, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, we lost four matches on the Spain,
yeah.
and it's not a testament of how maybe it's a one-off. This is just a testament of where they are right now, with the injuries to Rodri and De Bruyne also returning back to fitness. But even aside from that, I think we can say that Haaland has been unlucky in some of the matches where he has actually had chances to put away, but probably it didn't go as planned. But yeah, I think I think this is going to be kind of a cagey one.
A
I don't think it's one.
KG1.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think it's one I can call off the bat, because Man City is in a bad place. Tottenham is in their usual place, but when it comes to these matches, against Man City especially, they turn up. So you don't know the match Tottenham you're getting on the day. So I don't think I can call it. But if I am to, I would say Man City should do their due diligence and maybe get off with a 2-1 win.
A 2-1 win. I think this is going to be a reinvention of Man City. I think this match is going to be a blockbuster. It might be. It might. it might be goals flying in both ends, but I doubt it. I think Man City will control the match as usual, and Tottenham will capitulate under pressure. And this match is going to be the reinstatement of Man City. And just after Pep Guardiola signed his 2 year extension, I think he's going to want to make a statement in this match. And I'm thinking this is a 4-1 victory to Man City. And they're even at the Etihad. I don't think, and Foden is well rested. Players are coming back. No injuries from internationals at the moment. I think this is where you get a well rested Bernardo and the Haaland. It might even be a big match where Haaland goes. But I also think Man City will have their frailties at the back, and is the question is, will Tottenham take their chances? And
So
more
that's
more
actually what I'm.
more often
I think
than
if
not,
Man
they
City
don't do
allows
it.
it, I think if Man City allows it be an open match where they are trying to or going for 4 goals, because I
No,
think
it's
the
not. It's
reason
not
why I
going to
say
be an open match. It's just that you get chances against Man City at the moment. Everything gets chances. The question is, are you going to score the chances? Are you going to score your chances? If so, also can you keep them out? But I don't think Tottenham keeping them out is going to be anything. They won't be able to keep Man City out. So the question is, can they score now? Can they score Man City? Because you get
so. That's what
chances.
I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I said what I'm trying to say is that I feel Man City at this point, after going 4 matches without a win or picking up any points, I think they should be conservative. Even when they are trying to push up high, they will still be conservative and not like have their 3 defenders standing in the final third and stuff like that. Probably if they get to score first, they should be able to say, we want
Conservative.
to.
Then Man City have not played anything different from what they have been playing in all these matches that they've lost. The only difference is that the two difference is that they have not been clinical up front. If Haaland has scored half of the chances that he's got, they will win all those matches that they lost comfortably. They
Yeah,
also they've not been defensively
yeah.
solid. Why? Because of Rodri. But that wouldn't have counted if Haaland has scored his chances. So it's not a matter of like them being conservative. They've literally played the same way, and they are going to play that same way again.
So I think that's how I was saying that I think
Well, your
they are
video have
going to.
paused.
Okay.
Are you back?
So can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? So so basically so basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that in the sense of if Man City tries to play their football the way they have played and take no caution from what has happened in the last 4 matches, right? If that becomes the case, then obviously they are going to get beaten by Tottenham, because Tottenham is structured to play the same way that they got beat the first 4 times. Because we thought with some humane, if you give that an open match, if you make that an open match, a match where you are pressing up with 4 defenders and you're trying to get goals and trying to win the match outrightly, you are going to get stung. That is a given. And it's not by 4-1. There's no way,
What
there's
is
no
that?
Tottenham
How was
scores
that?
four
How
goals.
this guy's won?
What was that?
Who won Man City?
Man City got won by
Brighton recently.
Brighton.
So
They,
what
they,
did
they were
Brighton
won
do now?
by they were won by what's their name? by okay. So if looking at before they even started, because I told I had predicted Man City losing before they even started losing, and I saw that from matches like Wolves, they won that match, right? I think they also scrapped against Southampton, which was a sorry showing on their part. And in those matches, it took just a simple setup, and before they even scored, right? Those teams had multiple chances. Like Saimedo had runs from behind into one v one with the keeper and he missed, and that was a
Mm.
match that Man City won by a goal, rather lost by won by a goal, and that could have easily been a 1-1 draw. But the thing with sometimes everything is Wolves rather is that probably if they had scored, Man City would have found a way to like score more, right? But those matches you see that they were easily broken down with their foreman, with their centre backs pressing so high, right? So those stuffs were broken down very fast and very readily. And now you're playing against a team like Son Heung-min. Obviously, Brighton was a different case in the sense that Man City even wanted to try to control the game, but at that point, the momentum which was with Brighton. At that point, Brighton had already, the moment Welbeck, João Pedro has scored, the whole game ended at that point because you could see Man City players not trying anymore. You could see Man City players giving in. Baliba even came in again, and it was as if Baliba was the world best player. He was just basically bullying all Man City players, and that one was not a case of psychology. But I mean, in the game played out, we are up from other matches. Even when you look at Sporting Lisbon, the way they played against Man City, they were breaks after breaks after break. Even before Gyökeres scored his first goal, he had a run in 1v1 and he tried to be cute and then he missed the goal. So you could see that if that same pattern of system is played against Tottenham that has Son Heung-min on one end and has Brendan Johnson on the other end, there is no way there are no loads of chances. There's still Pedro Porro that overlaps like
No,
this as though
they
he's a
will
striker.
have. I'm not saying the Tottenham won't have chances. Tottenham will have chances. But what I'm telling you is that Man City will not. The difference that is going to be in these matches that you've highlighted is that Man City had ample chances. They could have won all those four matches that they lost based on the chances that they got. Man City themselves, if they scored half of the chances that they got, they could have won those matches. So that's what those things. What I'm trying to tell you now that in this Tottenham match, they are not going to be missing those chances that they have been missing in those four games.
So why what do you bring it down to in the sense that they lost four matches that and they kept missing chances consistently? Although I don't agree with the fact that if they scored their chances they wouldn't win, they would lose because Brighton Bournemouth match was a clear example that they didn't even have a chance against Bournemouth. Bournemouth's match was they were won outright and that was the first match they lost because Bournemouth had several other chances to even put the match clear off them before the first half had ended. But the thought was that they still wallowed a bit and they scored I think 2 goals by the second half. But then Man City started trying because Bournemouth had sat back, and then that's when Man City had started having chances. Foden missed a whisker. Haaland on the other end missed. I think he tried to score, but he was being bullied by a defender or struggling with a defender rather. So, but those ones are pressures of someone that is that's the chances that are coming up of okay, we are winning this match. Let us try to play safe. But at the match outrightly from the inception of the match, who was getting chances from their tactics being implemented? That was Bournemouth, right? So
Because Man
I
City
think if that
players
game,
were under par. They were not up for it from the beginning of the match. When they went up for it, they started getting chances. Did you?
no,
What
I
I'm
don't
trying to
think that's
say.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not about them getting up to it. It was like Bournemouth is sitting back now and they're trying to defend their win. That's when Man City, obviously, the match will open up for you. You get the moment someone sits back for you, obviously, immediately you start getting chances because of what? Because the person is now sitting back and expecting to defend his lead. That's when Man City started having all those chances. Foden was running riot, running back and forth, creating
Yeah,
chances and trying to create his chances. So that is what had happened in Bournemouth's match. Man City didn't have enough chances before Bournemouth had scored 2 goals. So that's what I'm trying to say. When the match was on the level playing field, Man City didn't create those chances that you're talking about. But yes, when those people started sitting back, Man City started creating those chances. Yes.
was it those people sitting back, or was it Man City making them to sit back?
Man City is not making it. We cannot say Man City is making you sit back when Man City did not make you sit back in the first half and you scored 2 goals and then when you're trying to defend your lead you're not saying that Man City made them sit back. No, Man City didn't make them sit back. What made them sit back was the two goals that they had scored prior to Man City trying to attack them. That sense of defending what you already have and protecting what you already have.
Sporting sat back the whole game.
Yes, now coming to the end of Sporting. Now Sporting sat back the whole game, and that game still, I think, now coming to what you would say now, Man City put away maybe two goals from the first half. Maybe Sporting might have been demoralized, but if we are going on playing pay-per-view of how many chances that were gotten and how many chances were put away, I still think it's still a mid game in the amount of chances that Man City missed with what Sporting also missed or scored. Do you understand? So the amount of goals the Sporting scored was 4, right? Still missed one or two clear-cut chances. Man City on the other end, I think Haaland had missed some few chances and maybe some other things around that. But when it comes to chances created and this thing, they were still at almost at par with Manchester City. But the thing is that it's obviously a psychological game. Depending on who is where at a specific point, we determine. Because I think if Man City had put away maybe 2 of their chances in the first half, then moving on into the second half, I think Sporting might have been maybe less concerned about defending or like less enthusiastic to like play the match out and stuff like that.
Man City made them to defend from beginning of match to the end of the match.
Yes, yes. I think their game plan at that match
So
was
Man City
even
were not good
literally
enough
was
against Bournemouth. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that they were not good enough in the first half. It's Bournemouth is a good team, but it's not a good team where it's not good. You can't tell me that if you play that match 9 10 out of 10 that Bournemouth are going to play well in the first half all the 9 times. You
see
just
with the Man City that was on display, with the Man City that was on display,
which Man City
Bournemouth
was on
will win.
defense. Even Man City defense, Man City second
That's what
team.
I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying now. With the Man City that came to that match and played those matches, right? It was I told you that it was as though Man City was about destined to lose the next match after Wolves
Yeah,
and
because they were
Southampton.
playing poorly. They were playing poorly, so they
That's what I'm
deserve to
saying.
lose.
That's what I'm saying. So when that ball, that's what I told you, like, with the moment you meet a team with any form of cohesion, Man City will fall. That's why that's why I said before Bournemouth's match. It was almost written in time on Hearthstone that Man City was going to lose that match because yes, they weren't good enough, not because of anything that happened, but the Man City on display that day was.
Even
I think
that,
there was
even
Rodri and De
that,
Bruyne.
even
Yeah.
that Bournemouth game, Man City could have drawn it because this guy missed a last-minute header. Is it
These things are things that are spiraling
Guardiola?
from Bournemouth sitting back. That's why I don't put those things into account.
Why would you put it into account? Wait,
I can't put those stuffs into account.
you're saying Bournemouth is sitting back. Everybody sits back against Man City. It's not like you have a choice and you
No,
decide to sit back.
no. In the inception of the match, Bournemouth was not sitting back. That's the point I'm trying to make.
That's
From
what.
the inception of the match, Bournemouth came out and played their football. They even had a lot of chances in the first half to see off that match like 3-0 first half, but they didn't do that. And then the second half, they now got some chances. They
So
scored their goals.
I'm not saying that Bournemouth sat back in the first half. In the first half, the reason why Bournemouth did not sit back is because Man City did not play well enough. If Man City play well enough, Bournemouth will go and sit back.
So are you trying to say that Man City now has played well enough in the second half?
Man City increased the tempo. They played better than the
Man
first
City,
half. They've played
that
better than
is
the first.
not
Yeah,
that is not subject.
it's not got
See,
anything to do with
there's no way you factor in.
Aston.
There's no way
It's
you
not got
don't
anything to do
factor
with
in.
Bournemouth. Bournemouth who?
Okay, wait, it doesn't have anything to do with Momo. So a team sitting back because they have a 2-0 lead on you does not have any effect on you playing better or creating more chances.
It can have effect, but not compared. The gap between Bournemouth and Man City is too much for that thing to. The thing is that the players of Man City did not turn up pound for pound in the first half. If they had turned up the way they turned up in the first half, if Bournemouth like, let them decide they don't want to sit back. If they like, let them decide they want to come out. It will not matter in that game. It will not just matter. They will make
I
you
don't.
sit back.
I think. Because the thing is, this Man City that I know, whether it's first half, second half, or any half, when they play you on your final third. So for the
Yes.
fact
So
that
what I'm
for
telling
the
you that the reason why they did not play them in the final third in the first Bournemouth was not because of Bournemouth's brilliance. It's because Man
That
City
is,
were not good enough.
it
It's
is
not,
strictly dependent on Bournemouth's brilliance. The
no,
reason why it's dependent on Bournemouth's brilliance is this: Man City of every other day is able to keep you in your final third,
they
whether
were
it's
not
first
just good
half or
enough.
second half.
It's just
No, no,
the
no, no. Let me try to make my point here. So they, whether it's
what
first
point
half
are
or
you
second
making?
half,
You're saying the point. Your
no.
point is that Bournemouth made them sit back. My point is that Man City were not good enough. That's why Bournemouth looked as if they were playing well. Simple.
So okay, so you are trying to say that Man City it was consistently not good enough for 4 straight matches.
I said for the first half of Bournemouth.
No, no, I'm trying to. Okay, what do you now make of the 4 straight matches they've lost, and even the matches before that? Because in
So
my books,
the
yeah.
four
So
straight matches they lost, the 4 straight matches they lost, the matches they won even before losing, they played way worse. Like the worst
so
match, like you
what do you bring
mentioned,
it down? What do you bring it down to?
that's down to Man City not playing well enough. That was down to
So they
Man
did not
City.
play well enough for 4 matches,
For those which okay,
six
no,
matches rather.
no. You're making misunderstanding. So before, but including Bournemouth first half, they were not playing well enough. But if you move the match, fast forward, all those matches had their different intricate. They played Sporting. In the Sporting match, I would say Man City was the better team in terms of what they played. However, they couldn't convert their chance. Hence, Sporting were converting their chances. Even Amorim, when was like, yes, they had a few chances that if those match chances went in, maybe it could have been a different game. But it looks as if it was just written that this match was already written even before we played it that they were going to win.
So
Second,
basically, what do you bring it down to the six matches? Like, cause these are 6 clear matches where they played terribly. So I want to know, I understand from your own point of view, what made Man City play terribly in these 6 matches. Or sorry, not play terribly in your books, but actually lose them.
so some matches they played bad. So the Bournemouth game, they even before. So let me tell you the matches they played. The 2 games before Bournemouth game, they played bad, but they still won. You can play bad and win. So results is not always coherent with performance. Then fast forward to Sporting game, they played well and lost. You go to Brighton game, for the almost 2/3 of that match, they were bossing the game until they brought in Belieber. Belieber now took the midfield away from Kovacic because Kovacic was literally passing the ball. But another the only thing, the consistent team in all these matches, the consistent team, I would say, barring a few exceptions, was the clinicality of their front line was not there. That's the consistent something that was obvious, evident, the clinicality of their first team. Yes, they were conceding more chances that they would have considered if Rodrigo was there. But in as much as possible, like if you compare the chances that were created, the person who the chance fell on, like even Man City did not even play well against Chelsea. That like they did not play to their Man City chance on the first game of the match against Chelsea, but they had those chances. And what did they do? They converted those chances. They literally had, I think literally had 2 chances in the game or 3 and converted 2. So
So
what
so
dropped off from there is their clinicality, like clinicality in front of goal. That was what was consistent in all those matches that they lost.
so you are saying that what was consistent in the 6 matches that Man City has lost, you will bring it down to them not putting away their chances.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I say
I think
barring a few, they played poorly
no, I
also.
know you're speaking in a general. I know you're speaking in a general term. I know you're speaking in a general term. So the thing
And
is that
then
I think that's okay.
yeah, their
I can
defense.
hear you.
I'm not discarding their defense. I'm not saying their defense is top notch, but Man City defense has never been the best in the league. Like that's not
Yeah.
their USP. Their USP
Yes.
is always to be able to control the game, get their chance and score it. That's why even all the losses that they were losing in Champions League as in Real Madrid, when they lost to Real Madrid, they literally controlled the game. But what happened? They were controlling the game and they couldn't create enough opportunity. And Real Madrid came on and scored in the dying minute because Real Madrid got their chances and used it. That's how the way you get to win Man City when you win, whether they storm, then get your chance and then score them a couple of goals. But they have now, so start of the season, they were not playing well. There was no much control, yes, but they were creating chances. And very early on in those season, those chances were being converted by Haaland. So they didn't have any problem because part of their control is Rodri. Yes, part of the reason why they can be able to slow game down, speed it up is Rodri. But now the Kovacic and whatever Nunez, Nunez, is it Nunez or
Yeah. So
yeah,
but the question I have now is,
yeah.
do you think that they are creating as much chances as they created before and they are just not putting it away?
Uh, they're creating as much chances as they created before. Before when? When do you mean? Like, is it
Before
prime?
before these
Prime?
six before these 6 matches. That is also
Uh,
so obviously the absence of KDB and Rodri.
yeah. Because against Chelsea,
You feel they are
literally,
you feel they are
yes,
creating the
yes,
same amount of
yes.
chances.
Even more. Because against Chelsea, they did not
Oh,
create any chance. Against Chelsea, they created only two, three chances and scored two.
yes.
KDB
Against
has not been
Chelsea.
full fit the whole of the season. So which other Foden did not start the whole of the season. So literally, it was just Doku. It was Doku and Savinho.
Did KDB play against you guys?
No. I don't think he played against us.
So I think we need to go because the conversation now. I think there's no. I don't think like we
Yeah,
have the
I think we
facts
also
to.
need to move on from Man City
Yeah,
and
because obviously
delve into some serious.
your view on this case is beyond abysmal to me. I have to
I'm sure it will be
I
beyond
have
that.
to say because Man City I've watched over the few days has obviously shown me
Everybody
ready
is
to watch.
going injury now.
What is
Yellow
that?
on spot. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Let's discuss
yeah,
the one of the title contenders. Moving on to Arsenal. And what you
okay.
make of the rumors? There's been rumors, not rumors really, but like there's been some kind of unrest in the Arsenal fan base with the Arteta, whether Arteta has been successful enough to earn his keep, or do you feel he's been mediocre? So, but first of all, you can start off from the weekend match because they're playing Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest, I think they've been a pin in their balloon, and it's kind of simmered out. So now, what do you think is going to happen?
Okay, that should be a Saturday match, right? I think Arsenal gets to win. The thing with Nottingham Forest is that I kind of understand what they are trying to do. I
No, no,
I
not
kind
everyone
of
does. Do you work? Do you work for them?
no,
Are
not
you
in that sense.
the dressing room?
No, not in that sense, but in the sense of the run they've been on. Because I think I kind of looked through their games prior to what the run they went on, right? They had seen
Yeah.
Fulham see that they had lost to Fulham, and then when they got to Chelsea, which was at the point a mediocre team, had drawn,
Eh?
and then they won. I
What?
said they started with Chelsea, which was at the point a mediocre team, so they drew Chelsea at Chelsea's home. Because moving on, now they also won at Crystal Palace.
But they won an elite team, right? They
Oh
drew
my
against
god!
a mediocre team and won
I thought
an elite
you
team.
I thought you wanted my no. So okay, since you want to go there, I made my point from
Hmm.
Chelsea, from when they started their run of good form. So they had won
You said Chelsea was
Liverpool.
a mediocre team, isn't it?
I'm trying to make my point.
Yes,
So
now,
Liverpool,
but your point has to be coherent,
what?
because
Yes, I'm trying to say something now. Can
All
you
right, all
allow
right,
me
all
to?
right. I'll allow you to laugh.
Oh my God, I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea is a trigger word. So if you may allow me to continue. So I was talking to speak about when they made a run of form that they went how many matches unbeaten. So after
Yeah.
they had won Liverpool, they drew to Nottingham Forest, to
Mm-hmm.
Brighton rather, and then lost to Fulham. So in my books, and this is before at the inception of the season, they had drawn to Wolves. So with these first four matches, I won't
Mm-hmm.
say that is a good run of form
For Tottenham, for
For
Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest. So
Yeah.
that's why I said where they started their good run of form that was very, very impressive was after they had drawn Chelsea at home, which was at the point a mediocre team. And then they moved on to play Crystal Palace, winning Leicester away, winning West Ham away. But you look at all these matches from here on in,
Wait,
these
wait,
are
wait, wait,
teams.
wait, wait, wait. There's one team that you missed.
What's the team I missed?
Ah, I don't understand.
My gosh, don't you used to hear what someone used to say? Okay, let me start from the beginning again since you did
Yeah,
not hear.
tell
So
me. So
Nottingham
wait,
Forest
they
had
were
oh
playing
my
mediocre teams. What's mediocre team?
God, I just used one mediocre team. And that's it. I used the word mediocre for one team, not for teams.
Okay, so
Can I get
they have been playing. They have been playing badly before playing mediocre teams, or what?
this is what I said. When Nottingham Forest started their good run of form, which was very good, was
Mm.
at Chelsea
So that
because
all the things they
because
did before them was not good.
because prior to that they
Yeah.
had played Wolves at home
Mm-hmm.
on the first match of the season,
Mm.
right? And they had drawn Wolves,
Uh-huh. Then second
which
match,
is
what did they
not
play?
a good which is not a good result.
Second match, then
Then the
what was?
second match they won Liverpool, which was a very good result away from home. That is
Well,
a very good result.
I did not see that one in your analysis, your previous analysis.
Oh my gosh. Now that is because you have not been listening to
No, I
the
did not hear any
analysis I've been trying to
Liverpool. I
make.
did not see any. Your analysis you wanted to start your analysis from Chelsea,
Problem.
but
Chelsea is a trigger word. Don't
carry
worry, I will not do it again.
you
I will not
cannot
do it
say
again.
you cannot say
Since
you
you
cannot say their body
no,
of work.
you cannot make my point for me.
No, no,
You
no.
cannot
You
what
cannot.
you cannot do is make my point for me because I made a reference to where they started a good run of form, and that was at Chelsea. Unless you want to come and take my point and make it for me, then you allow me to make it,
But
and maybe
that's wrong.
you
That's
can.
wrong.
It's not wrong. It's
How
not
is it
wrong
not
because
wrong?
because before Chelsea's match they had lost out at their own home. Can't you understand? Can't you see that?
So you're saying that
Can't
the
I
body
help you
of
paint a
work,
picture?
you're saying that the body of work that they've put together before the Chelsea game was not presentable.
The body of work did not stipulate their incredible run which they have been on.
No, it did stipulate it. Because in
It
that
did
body of
it did stipulate.
in that
No, that is my
in that
opinion.
body
That is
of
now.
work,
No, the
wait,
problem now
wait.
is that that is my opinion. Maybe in your opinion, it stipulates that from last season they have been on an incredible run. Nobody is arguing with you. What I'm trying to tell you is this is my opinion, and that's what I'm trying to deliver to you. Maybe you can change it later, but you allow me to make it fair.
You cannot discredit what they have played. Your audio is gone off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so the thing is this: the point I'm trying to make is one that would allow them to be on a serious strain of run, then something halts it. I cannot start that from them losing. Can't can you understand the
Well,
fact
well,
or the point I'm trying to make?
I can understand your point, but I think your point has got some ounce of prejudice to it, because you can give someone their flowers irrespective of when they did it. So Tottenham,
No, that is the stuff I'm trying to make.
yeah,
The
but
thing that's the point
carry
I'm
on.
trying to say.
The question I asked you was
Because
literally
they were
about
on a
what.
yes, the point that this thing was they were on a run, which was halted by Newcastle. Where did
Yeah,
that run start? Is what I pointed out, which was Chelsea, and it has carried on up until
no,
Newcastle was had
yeah,
halted it.
that's fine. That's fine. That's your opinion. You can move on now.
That is the point I'm trying to make. If you had allowed me to get there, but this is what I'm trying to say is this looking at all these matches they had played up until now and where they had gotten it, I had predicted them to lose because of this simple reason. Looking at all these other matches, West Ham has been a sorry showing. Leicester has been there, but not a team to, because I think Chris Wood was already putting in goals left, right, and center at the point. But then again, Newcastle prior to this match had seen off major teams, and Newcastle was getting into their groove, and then they met Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest was on a very good run at the point. They had just seen West Ham off with 3 goals. And but the thing is this, I guess when these big teams get serious, if you like, they do or they won't way or the meander, you will get your money's worth.
I
So
think,
in that sense, I think
yeah,
Arsenal coming
yeah.
down to their next match, I think Arsenal should be able to see them off in this Nottingham Forest game against Arsenal. And Arsenal at home, Odegaard back, Saliba and this guy on firing on all cylinders. I don't think there's anything Nottingham Forest is doing to stop what is coming. That is my opinion. So I'm thinking a 2-0 win to Arsenal.
Well, you might be right. That might be correct. But I think people are underestimating. Anyway, Arsenal might win, just given the fact that they are playing at home as well. But
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest have actually achieved overachieved this season. They've been able to get points where people did not think they were going to get points. And
that's true.
example is Liverpool. They won you
yeah,
guys.
yeah, that's true. But I'm talking about the
And
players.
also, but the thing,
Yeah.
the competition between all these, let's say Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, is all about momentum. It could go either way. All these teams, it could go either way. If because these guys were coming with a lot of momentum after winning. Who they win? Uh,
They won you
Newcastle.
guys.
Yeah, they won in the cup, isn't it? Yeah. So they were coming with, and most of the players were coming back. So they were coming with a lot
They
of
won
momentum.
Arsenal, I think. I think Arsenal was the last people they had done it with.
So, and also Isaac is finding form. So all these things culminating is
That's what I'm saying. Like Nottingham Newcastle has finally gotten to where they are supposed to be since the inception of time.
where they're supposed to.
Right?
They only be there for 2 seconds and they'll go back. So
No, that's what I'm
it's
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like Newcastle, like as a team, if you watch like you watch them over the under the this guy this enough this their coach,
anyhow.
right? Eddie Howe, Eddie Howe and his assistants, right? There is a Newcastle you see when Joe Arlington is firing, Isaac is firing, Gordon, even Amiron now is even still finally coming a bit, finding his feet. There's still Murphy. I think Murphy's out on injury or something. But when these guys are firing, it's always a very high intensity game where if you get to win them, you are going to win them by the skin of your teeth, right? So this is where they are at right now. Tonali is back. You still have
Yeah.
Gomares. So all these guys are there. And when these guys are doing what they are doing and still do, and then there's even the absence of Trippier. But when these guys are doing what they are doing, I don't think Nottingham Forest, even in their best form, is going to do anything about it. That's why they saw off Chelsea. They still saw off Arsenal. These were not like beans and cake
So the
matches.
not see
These
of
were
Chelsea. That was the cup match. We literally played our child children team.
they saw you guys.
We won Newcastle in. Didn't we win them in the
They,
league?
they saw you guys off. That's it. The statement I made was that they saw you guys off, and they actually saw you guys off. Whether it's in the cup or in the
They
moon,
saw my
it has to
second
be.
team off.
Oh my gosh!
They saw my
Did they
second team
see
off.
Chelsea off? Did they see Chelsea
No,
off, or
they
did
did.
not
They
see
did.
them off?
See, they literally played there.
Did they
They
see
were
you off?
playing cup as if it was the finals
No.
of
Or do you
when
know what will happen? Since they did not see you off, go back to the match and go and cancel their win because I don't understand someone winning you and you are giving us all the nuances in the world to justify your
with
losing.
these
Okay, you
nuances,
okay?
can
You're
you
trying to say that you deliberately left the EFL Cup.
deliberately no?
So why are you saying they didn't see you off? As if you didn't give it your best shot.
We didn't give it our best shot.
I rest my case. I think so. I'm just the point I was trying to make is that if when Newcastle is firing on all cylinders as they are right now, I think it's hard to contend with them. That what for a team like Nottingham Forest. So I think Nottingham Forest is has shown that yeah they will bow to teams that actually are very, very good. And I think Arsenal right now is very good. I think they had they caught Arsenal last week, probably, or 2 weeks ago, they probably would have had the chance. But I think catching Arsenal in this place and in this form, I think they should lose that match.
Yeah, it looks like. But today, with all these matches, most of the matches after international break go the wrong way around. So, but anyway, moving on to Ipswich, Manchester United, with the new manager Amiral Amorim, not Amiron. Amorim, Ruben Amorim. And there's good vibes in the stadium, good training session. Rashford posted following the first session saying great session. The Amorim was there with the in the team tour or visitors tour, good vibes, taking pictures, saying that this club deserves to be the best and all these good vibes. You see, I've seen pictures of Bruno Fernandez smiling, trading. All the smiles is back. The good vibes is back. So, what do you think? Is this a ground statement match? Is there going to be some spanner in the works?
So first off, he entered the club, and I'm trying to get okay. Okay, he said I want. Okay, so he said something about Manchester United being the great club that everyone wants to be like, or something like that, something in that line
Yeah,
of
yeah.
speaking. Yeah, so when coaches, it's now become a tradition that whenever Manchester United coaches come in and tend to have a lot of shites to say, it tends to, because the
Well,
last guy was like.
he won the local rivals with his old team, so he's coming with the good feeling, the good feeling, the good
Yeah,
vibe.
exactly. This same stuff happened with what's his name? Sorry, low budget Pep Guardiola. What's his name? The Hag. So what had happened was that he won Man City as well in a match he played against. Sorry, he won Manchester United rather, but then he went ahead to also come in and say errors come and go. All this yeah talk that doesn't really bear water. So that's the same thing that this other boss has also come in and said. He was also like, this team is the greatest team. Other teams want to be like us. Yeah, 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 yeah. So the thing is this. I think he has set himself up for a quality troll on Twitter when
No,
shit
no,
starts going
talk is
south.
cheap. Talk is cheap.
Yeah, exactly. And you think he will learn that so fast. It will be
Uh,
shocking.
but
But no problem.
they'll give him time. At least they'll give him till next season, isn't it? So
Yeah, I think no, obviously Manchester United is a very, very benevolent team. That's why he would probably have it. He will have it a bit easy for him because he obviously has uh, the backing of the team. Manchester United, I will give them that. They tend to back whoever they bring in, give them time to showcase what they have, and when it's overbearing, they can then tell you to say goodbye. But I think he's coming at a good time. I think Bruno Fernandes has found his feet. He's playing against Ipswich. There's no better match to find momentum. I think Rashford is smiling because he's still in the team, which is a shocking situation because I don't know why Rashford. I think rare for me, I would rather have Garnacho to the left and Diallo on the right. And have Rashford, watch
But you
these
don't
young
know
boys and maybe
that might be what might be happening.
yeah, no, the fact that
Or
he's
maybe,
smiling maybe is giving him some kind of this thing that he's going to do
but they
well.
will try
And
all
it's
of
okay.
them. Definitely, they will try. He's not gonna come in and write off players. He's going to
I
come in
don't think I think
and
Rashford
try
is
players.
what's writing off. But I'm not a Man U fan though. I think he's good. He's good. I think he's right. He tries them off though. Tried everybody out to see who's ready and who's not ready
I actually
and
think
stuff like that.
Manchester United, but have just made a very big, like, they've literally decided to walk backward. They've done exactly what Chelsea have done. They've spent the whole summer building their team around Ten Hag, only to sack him in in November.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think
it doesn't make
the
sense.
results.
Like, if they wanted Amorim, they would have just literally be like, Amorim, come in summer.
I think the perspective they might be right from is the one where okay, we've been trying to build on something. We are trying to create a project. And this is the season where we finally have it right. I think the coach who has every player he wants, both whether injury or no injury, he has enough backup. He has everything he wants and needs for him to be great.
Hmm.
And then he enters into the season, he's 14th. Obviously, he's not showing any signs of greatness. He's not showing any signs of winning the league or winning any trophy
But
or playing quality football. I think this is a very good place to say
that
goodbye.
was always on the cards. Like, literally, Ten Hag have been here for 3 years. He's never played quality football. He's only won trophies, which, well, we call those trophies, but he's won them. So kudos to him. But he's never
That's
played
right.
quality football, and he's always had his players. He's always had, like, he's literally signed the whole team. And yet it's not, you don't expect the signing this year to come and give you the league, or give you like top four. All the signings this year will have to use this year to acclimatize. So you'll be trying to see the signings of this year perform
But how
next
many
year.
signings? How many signings have did he bring in this year though?
What?
Did he,
Delete Euro, Zexi, Mazraoui, four players already. Who
yeah,
has
the first two, the first
Ogate,
three.
Ogate, five, almost half a team.
No, he has those. He has the half of a team in his disposal, right? Now he starts the season. I think we got yeah. He starts the team the season with like the whole team. I think it's only Mazraoui and Delete that breaks into the first team in
What?
the lot of yes. Zexi did not break into the team. They were still making use of Hojland. Ugarte was eventually, and that's because of a spawn of injuries across their team.
Ogate
Then
was getting conditioned.
I'm just trying to say the players that
So what
actually
are
play.
you giving an excuse for? I don't understand what are you trying to say?
No, the point I'm trying to make is this: you have been buying all the players that is in the team, unless you are trying to dispute the fact that he has been building, or you want to say he's building now. That is the only place where you
You
say that
cannot buy
okay,
five players if you're not building now. Like, five players. Even Chelsea did not. Did we buy up to five players into the first team?
no, understand what is happening here. Chelsea, you guys are not building anything again. You guys, this is a new coach. You guys are even still in a
Yeah,
more of a
yeah,
building
yeah.
place
But
than Manchester United.
this is a coach that's already been there 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the thing is this: the reason I'm telling you that the reason why it is actually nice to sack him now is because
No,
okay,
I'm not saying they shouldn't have sacked him. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying they should have sacked him earlier.
okay, before the season started.
Yeah, and then bring in
No, no, no,
Amorim
no.
or sign their own play. Like, Why would you
So
spend money and build? Let's take for instance now they are going to play a different formation now. Let's take for instance half of these players, because this formation that they are going to play, they don't even know it. We've used this formation that are about to go and play. That's what Conte uses. Three at the back, wing backs. This thing that are playing, they think is every player that can play it. This was the formation that made Victor Moses become a star in the Premier League. So that formation, he might just be someone, he might be a boy in the playing that.
academy.
Yeah, he might be an academy player that will come and be shining in that wing back or in those things. All those your Luke Shaw, maybe Mazraoui, I'll give it to Mazraoui. He could try there. But these are this their formation that are going to play now. That formation needs specialists. It needs specialists. It doesn't need like it needs specialists in the this. It's just like we had this guy Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso is kind of a specialist winger. He does one thing on the wing, and he can also play this thing. So he needs specialist people. So they've literally gone and signed players who are not specialists in anything. None of them. Maybe Mazraoui is the only one that maybe you can tell me. And then maybe you can say maybe Holland on his birthday might be closer to Gokares, but I don't think he has the composure of Gokares. Then you go to their winger. Which winger in Manchester United has the same zeal and running power as the ones in Sporting that can be running back, covering the midfield? Is it Garnacho and this thing that will be running back, covering the midfield? So this is a new system that they are going to play that needs specialist players, and they wanted a new manager. That's the thing. If you want a new manager, you have to sign the players they need. Let's take for instance, uh, Amorim coming plays these guys. Obviously, you will get results in some places because this Manchester United and they have far superior players. But you will immediately find out that a few shapes cannot fit,
Players.
a few players can
Mm,
fit, and he will
mm.
probably need to spend, and he will probably need to bring in under 5 players of his own to make this like elite level now to challenge for the
Mm,
Premier League. He will need that.
mm,
This now these other 5 players have been signed. Hopefully, they can switch into what he wants. Because if not,
mm,
Manchester United would have just wasted money signing
mm. So
players
the, mm,
for a manager. There was no clue that this guy was the next best thing. Like he wasn't even
mm.
showing in small amounts, let alone that nobody did not see it. This guy
So
literally was playing based off emotion or whenever Man U players turn up.
yeah, so the thing is this. The thing is this. I feel what Ten Hag. I think Man U was also ready to give Ten Hag some more years to actually do more. Like maybe not win the Premier League or be in the elite level or play the best shit out
Yeah,
there, but like just like play his type of football, and then
yeah.
maybe get to third, and then from third become a steady top 4 team. From being top 4 team,
In this climate,
quarterfinals. Then maybe from there, no, I'm just trying to tell you that probably that's what Manchester
we're
United
thinking.
had envisioned. We're thinking when they brought in the 5 players, right? Obviously, they weren't trying to go for the league or anything of the sort. Do you get me? But what I'm trying to say is this: they were trying to build with a coach, right? That had been brought in. So, but what I'm trying to say is, I think yes, what you're saying is correct, very, very. But I think what you were trying to say in the instance was like, why did they sack him now when they could have
No,
done
no,
it
no. I
earlier?
wasn't trying
So,
to say the word. Actually, I was saying they should have immediately the Ineos, the new group came in. What they should have done is that sack Ten Hag and then go in search of a new manager. If they bring a manager, it might not have even been Ruben Amorim. It could have been another manager. You bring in a new manager. Every player is on his toes. You now ask the manager, you have like probably they spend £150 now, £150,000, £150,000 now on a million, not pounds, million on players. You now
I
said
get you.
you say, oh, I have this amount. Which players do you need? The manager might come go and say, I don't need any players. Let me
Mm,
see what happens from now
I
to
have, yeah.
January with what I
Mm,
have. Or he might say, I need so and so. These are vital to me.
mm, mm,
Then he goes in and does the work. Number one, you know what would have happened? Number one, they would have had a better result now.
mm,
They would have been in a better place now. And number
mm,
two, by now they would have known what they would have been planning to fix in January. Because now they don't
mm.
know what they are going to plan to fix in January.
Yeah.
Now it's literally because even take for instance Chelsea, we sacked Pochettino, brought in Moresca. He took the players the whole of preseason. Even the preseason would not play anything that looked like football, coherent football, because they were trying to unlearn the Pochettino way
Mm.
to learn the Moresca way. It took them almost the whole of preseason to be able to learn it, and even some part of the first part of the season. Then now to now start getting jelly, to now start gelling. Then you're not telling me that Amorim will come in and 2 seconds he's there.
Nobody is saying that Amorim is there. I think that's the thing. The thing. I think what the initial like statement
Mm.
was about why they sacked him now
Yeah.
and
No, they should have
why
sacked
not
him now.
earlier.
Fair enough. I know you were saying that
So
you were saying that they have they were planning to build around you, but I was
yeah,
saying they have enough sample size to know whether you can build around this coach or not build around this coach. Anyway,
that is just one of it. And then the reason that Manchester United also plays to what people will say and stuff. So he actually won the FA Cup. So it will be hard for them to do away with
what
his
people will
performance.
say, everybody, half of the people were like, sack him, please.
Manchester United fans didn't bring that energy after he had won the FA Cup though. But yeah,
Yeah, if they had that, they had the energy literally before the finals. So that him winning shouldn't have been anything. Anyway, moving on to Liverpool, it should be a free hit for you guys. Salah hat trick, all on
Southampton
that.
Liverpool.
Luis Diaz hat trick, Gakpo hat trick.
I would say what's in the voice of Jurgen Klopp. We take it one match at a time, and
Yeah, but it's this
we
one
try
match, one match.
we try our best, and whatever we see, we take
Yeah.
it from
Also, you guys are now confirmed title favorites according to Opta.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, so
We
we
don't go by the
should.
stats. Just as I have said, we take it one match at a time. We don't listen to outside noise. We try to, listen
I did not
to do
ask
our
you
job
whether
one
you
week at a
listen to
time.
outside noise or not. I'm just saying you're not the favorite to win the league, and your slot machine seems to be working well. But uh, let me hear your take on it.
But what? No, you
No,
have
no, no.
something
Uh,
on
uh,
the edge
uh,
of your lips.
of course,
You
I
have
always
something on
have
the edge
something.
of your. So
No,
what is it? I would like to hear it.
obviously, you guys will win Southampton. Obviously, you guys will win Southampton, and I think I think there's something around the corner. There's something around the corner. There's a bend, a sharp bend that you guys are gonna skid up the road, and
Ah,
it will
yeah,
unravel. It will unravel right before our eyes. But
yeah.
at the moment, your favorites and everything is going well.
Uh,
There's
yeah.
nothing to be alarm about. So I'll give you your flowers.
You give me my flowers as you wait for my demise, right? Flower, please hold your flower. I'm not using it to do anything.
I'll give I'll give you your
Can you have
flowers.
flower? I don't take flowers from backstabber. Please, so Southampton. This is the thing. Elisha, I would leave my comment about Liverpool because it is that I try.
Are you
I
afraid? Are
have.
you afraid to make a statement?
I've never been afraid to make any statements. You
Yes.
should know this
Even
by you should know this by now.
Opta has backed you guys.
No, I have already before Opta even said all these things. I have already been saying it.
Now,
So
what
it's
did you
not as
say?
though
What did you say?
I've told you. I told you immediately after we had won Brighton that Slot was the full package. And that match was actually the match I've been waiting for to see. No, the thing is this.
You
I
want
don't. I
Brighton.
like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
After
What
you
happened?
want Brighton, or after Brighton let you win them.
Bro, that's the thing. I think if you need your prejudice to always intrude into
No,
my,
carry on, carry on.
I'm trying to say something. Maybe you should tell me then. I'm trying to say that after we had won Brighton, I had confirmed Slot as the total package because we
All
were
right,
able to come. We were
all
able to
right.
come. Oh gosh, we were able to come back from a goal down to win the match, and the fact that we were unfazed by the Nottingham Forest defeat was also is kind of because the stuff is this for we Liverpool fans, we are actually looking at Slot as what it's not about the glitz and the glam of what's happening now of us being first and stuff. It's actually sustainable. That is the main stuff. I told you maybe after the Brighton match that
It's sustainable.
it's not even that is not that is sustainable, and we can see that from past records. Although this is still too early to call because of
Too
there are also other
early.
facets there are
Okay.
still other facets that we need to look at. But if it's a
So
Slot as a manager, then
yeah.
I can tell you that he's actually a good deal.
So
Then
so
I've told you I
my
put that
takeaways,
before
my takeaways
prior
from
to this.
this, my takeaways from this slot is the total package.
Yes.
Uh, you guys are the real deal. Too early to
It's not
call, which is obviously panic stations.
okay.
But
That's so
so
me
when
saying that
what?
it's too early to call the league
But
at the
that's contra.
game week 11.
That's
Me
contradict.
actually saying that it's too early to call at game week 11 is panic. I don't see
Yeah,
prejudice in that
you
statement.
can say you're title contenders. That
No,
doesn't
no,
mean
no,
you're
no.
going to win
You
it.
don't see prejudice in the statement that game calling the league at game week 11 is too
After
early.
I've called it, or the result are prejudiced.
You are the babala
You can be
of all
favorite.
prejudice talk.
You
You are
can.
the king of all prejudice talk. For the fact that you think there is any calling the league, even when Man City was top of the league by game week 11 prior seasons, you don't call the league there. Nobody ever has ever called the league in game week 11. But because of
Eh?
Liverpool is top of the league,
Nobody
because
has
Liverpool
ever
is still on
called
the
it. People
nobody
call
calls
the
the league
league.
in game week
People
11.
call the league before the league starts.
Ah, gosh.
You can say your favorites. You can say who is favorite to
You
win it.
can say someone is favorite, but you cannot say that you are calling the league. That me not calling the league at game week 11 is me
No,
catching
no.
cold feet.
Wait.
That doesn't even
Wait.
change. Oh
Wait.
my word.
Auntie, auntie,
I
auntie,
don't
auntie.
understand. But it's
Wait.
okay. It's okay. Your opinion is
You
yours.
can call the league. It doesn't mean you must be right. You can say your favorites. You can say that you're contenders. You can say all these things. All these things are kind of saying that we are here and we're going to compete for the league. And you've already said your coach is the real deal. I don't understand. Real deals go compete for the league.
You said your statement was that me saying that I don't know about winning the league is me catching cold feet. And I was like, I don't understand that statement or where it's coming from. Like, how
So
can you say that me
can
calling, not
the
calling the
question
league,
the question is, can Liverpool win the league?
can Liverpool win the league? Yes, now
Yeah.
Liverpool can win the league.
Okay, that's fine.
God, I don't understand where the cold feet stuff is coming from. Is what I don't understand.
Right.
But it's all good.
Moving
It's all
on.
good. You also a title contender as well, according to Opta. So
No,
what do you have to say about that?
Opta is hallucinating.
Okay, Opta is hallucinating now, but Opta is not hallucinating for Liverpool.
It's not it's last time
Okay,
he said I was a favorite.
okay,
He said Liverpool was
okay.
favorite.
Okay, so Opta is hallucinating when he says Liverpool is favorite, but Opta is not hallucinating when he calls the title contender. Wow,
You
no
can call
wala,
me a
no wala.
title contender. You can call me a title contender. I don't mind that. I can call me a title
You don't
contender.
mind it calling you a title contender.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
what is
just
he not
stats.
hallucinating about?
No, but the percentage of it, Chelsea was not even in the percentage. I think it's Man City, Liverpool favorite, Man City, then Arsenal to win the league.
But
I
you're a
thought Chelsea
contender. You are in the top
Chelsea was
four.
not there. Chelsea was not there. Do you know
You're
that?
not in the top four.
Do you know that after this game week,
But
the
yes.
difference between uh, 13th and 4th can be just 3 points based on permutation.
13th and
4th,
4th.
yeah,
Oh.
that's how tight. That's how tight the league is. So
The
someone
league
can
is the league
can
is
go
the thing
tumbling
is
down like a stock market.
yeah, that is right, Sha. It can be that, and it can also be like, because I think there's always a clear gap between the 8th and the 13th, and then the bottom part of the table at the
That's why I'm
latter end
telling
of
you
the
that all of them are so tight this time around.
so
That there's if
so
it plays out a certain way, the difference between 13th and 4th would be just 3 points.
according to you, Opta is hallucinating, so I think I'm going to stick with that.
That was a joke.
Okay,
After said you guys
we
are
do
going
jokes
to,
come here as well.
yeah.
I never knew. I thought it was just a football channel. I never knew jokes were also flying around the vicinity. But okay, I think I might throw in a few jokes
Now
from
you
here
know.
on in.
Now
I think, yeah.
moving on to the Kings of London, to the Blue Army, to the Blues, and we come up to the Midlands. We come up to Leicester City, where we'll be hosted, and everybody's expecting Chelsea to get the 3 points, but I think it's going to be a tough match. But what's your
This
take
is the
on
part
that?
where you say it's going to be a tough match and then, but we are going to win because you know say you go win. You know this playing around France and stuff. That is a good one. Yeah.
It's a 12:30 kickoff. It's a 12:30 kickoff. So
I think
it's
I'm
one
going to be
of
hard on you.
it's one of all those boogie time slots where you don't want to be playing. 12:30 kickoff. What?
I think
And
I think
also
that you know going to see.
what
Yeah,
what's this
it
their
seems
what's this their Fatwa? Fatwa is injured.
he's trying to
So
slot in some
maybe
excuses prior to the
no,
match
Fatwa
in
is a Leicester
case.
City player.
No,
But
I know
Vardy,
Fatwa. I know Fatwa.
yeah, so he's injured, which
Fatwa is
can
a terrible player in my books, though. But
a
yeah,
terrible
this is what
player.
it is.
Was he not the one
Yes,
that came in and changed the game the other day?
that's what the guy. It's just like the same way I see what that's his name. That Brighton player that has energy for days, but cohesion and in his place. So it's mind-boggling. That's what's his name? The right winger. I think Adengra should
Adengra,
bench that guy. No, not Adengra. This guy that plays.
Mitoma.
No, not Mitoma. He has an African name or so. I keep forgetting his name. Uh, let me see what.
Adengra plays the other side now. Mitoma plays the other
No,
side.
I think that comes from the bench. I think that has been on the bench since the season began. I think that doesn't play their matches. His
Mm.
name is yeah. I
Is
think
it
that doesn't
Bonanote?
get
No, Bonanote is Leicester City, isn't it?
not Bonanote. So I'm going to come up to the name very soon. Okay, Yakubo Minte. Yeah, Yakuba Minte. So Minte has energy for days. It's going to be that guy. I think the reason why Hustler prefers him to, I think as well, is that it's his work rate. So the guy is like Salah or all these players, that are very, very, very strong
Yeah,
physically, and then also has stamina and strength to run around the up and down the pitch. So that's what he has. But Simon Adengra is kind of person that actually has a clear cut plan of what he wants to do in the final third. If he wants to dribble you, you get to dribble you, and maybe fail in it or do whatever he does in it. But that running back and forth is not his speed. So I think that's why Minte
yeah.
is there. Because when I watch Minte every single time, I feel like, what's this guy doing here? The same
Every
thing for Fatwa. Same thing for Fatwa. The guy is also very, very
yeah.
energetic and all those things. But like
Speaking about
If
Brighton,
you watch Bonanote and watch him, you see what I mean in the difference of the quality winger.
Bonanote is more like a middle player, isn't
No, he plays out on the wing for Leicester City.
it? Does he? He plays. I thought he's more
Yeah.
central. I thought he's more central.
Let me see. Because no, from their matches I've seen, I think he plays off the wing for Leicester. What he does is, I think he occupies that right wing and then tries to cut into,
Yeah, he plays like Palmer type of.
yes, kind of
Yeah.
Palmer. And he also I think even more, less likely than Palmer, he actually stays on the wing more, but he has the ability to to actually has that intelligence. That's the thing I'm trying to say. That intelligence to play the wing, not just have energy to be running
But
up
these
and down.
guys
Like
play they play Maladidi on one side and play okay, they play Ndidi
who is that?
Leicester now.
Ndidi. Ndidi is a 10 now.
Is it 10 or 8? Or just proper midfield,
No,
I'm not
it's
sure.
actually Ndidi. That's one of the woes that Leicester have has right now is the fact that Ndidi is like not the most clinical player, but his runs, just like
Yeah, they
Lampard,
have three. Yeah, they have
he makes a, he makes a lot
what's
of
his name?
runs into the final third
Wings.
where he doesn't wings. Well, that's the thing now. Wings and Bukari Somari are sitting defenders. Why
Yeah,
did he
Ndidi is now
now
playing the
make
attacking.
that false? Yeah, he makes that
He was
false
making
runs
he
into
missed
the.
one chance against
I
Man United, isn't it?
yeah, that stuff is like something that he does a lot. Like even from their days in the championship, he gets to make a lot of runs into the final third, but he's not always clinical. He doesn't have it in him to do it. But he has that energy to. I think out of these three players who have that energy, that intelligence and energy to like run back and forth, as well as also know when to make those runs and
Hmm.
feel that this thing is needy. So that's why he's being used there, but he's clinical. He's not that. He's not remotely clinical, and that's one of their woes. I could see that against Manchester United when he made that run.
Wow. Speaking of Brighton, they are playing what's the name? As Bournemouth. So gonna be a clash of
Yeah, I think that's going
the
to be an interesting match.
underdogs.
I won't call them underdogs because Brighton is actually one
Brighton
of
is are
but
they not
yeah,
fourth or fifth? They are
yeah,
fifth.
yeah. Brighton is doing well. But Bournemouth is also doing well. Semenyo is trying to be that player,
Yeah,
and then yeah, I think it's going to be a good clash. You can see what they are about come that match.
yeah. Who else is playing? Newcastle hosts West
And
Ham.
that I don't think that is worth our breath because Newcastle is going to they probably reach. I think after this match they should sack what's his name.
Lopetegui.
He's making the Premier League dull.
Yeah,
How can
I
why be
thought
doing
that I thought he had
how are
it.
you
I
doing
thought
that?
he had the panache, the wherewithal.
Lopetegui. So the thing with Lopetegui, I think that might because I don't even know why West Ham went for him because
Yeah, I'm
looking at his
surprised.
track record from I think Sevilla or so, the team he managed in Spain was not that great. And I think it was a very good team as well. But he was basically, I think one of the few matches I got to watch at that point. He
Mm,
was basically just doing like shout same thing he's always doing, shouting on the byline and scrapping results. And then some of the matches he'll actually get to do well. Because the thing with the Petuki is that the matches that he will win, do you get?
mm.
He would rip the rigging. He would literally want to destroy those people. Make sure that he shows classical flair, these score goals, make the match enjoyable for you to watch. But you see those ones that he will lose,
Yeah,
it will be as if he's not trying. So I think Newcastle would make a very good example of him and then if go get going.
right. No, have we gone through the whole teams before we go into a few FPL updates and
Okay.
how you think how you are setting up? Yeah, so
Okay.
a quick one on Wolves Fulham and then Brighton, not Brighton, Everton, Brentford. Oh, there's still another one.
Brighton, Brighton,
No, you've
Brent.
talked
Sorry.
about Brighton. This thing
Okay.
is, oh,
Brentford, Everton.
yeah, Brentford, Everton, and Everton
I
is
think it was
hosting.
yeah, Everton. The last time I predicted their match, they actually literally had it turned on my head. So I'm not eager to predict their match because I expected them to see up West Ham. But maybe the thing is that I can't speak these days without prejudice when I'm talking about West Ham because I think
Yeah, it was a
Lopetegui has a lot more
new
potential.
match, and this guy Fabianski hold
Yeah, but
some points.
although yes, McNeil was absent for the match. Yeah, so I think probably that's the only reason West Ham were able to get a draw. Because McNeil, I think he had a knock or something. So he was rested. So yeah, come Bournemouth, Brentford. I think this is a more serious match. I think Everton can still probably get a draw in this match, but they need to. I think Sean Dyche needs to invoke the Burnley of old that played on the steep mountains of Burnley and try to get a win from that because Brentford is built to to destructor teams that actually even sit back. But the thing is this: Brentford is the momentum is with Brentford, and I
Brentford
think
doesn't
right
play
now,
well away from home, though. They don't play well
okay,
away from home. So
I think this is a level playing field. The momentum is with them. Everton is not
yeah,
firing on any
Fulham
cylinder.
won them away from
Yeah,
home,
Fulham
and
won
that
them
was
away
like
from.
that was like last minute, last minute,
Yeah,
bang bang.
yeah, that was a last minute charade. So I don't think that completely counts. But yeah, but Manchester
That
United also
I
won
think their
them.
best games normally happen when they are
Their home, yeah.
at home. So that's
Okay, I
why
think I think that's why I say I think Everton stands a chance for a draw,
maybe
but I
I
don't
need
I
to
don't see
sell
them I don't see
them.
them winning.
Yeah, maybe I need to sell them.
The thing is that they lose at home. Lose away does not mean they don't score goals. So I think what you need in Bemo for
Yeah.
is to give you points
So
and not
yeah.
win every
Oh, my
match for you.
battery's low.
So
Yeah. So
that's
yeah.
all.
Right. What? Yeah. A quick FPL roundup before we now end the
I
show.
think FPL wise, I think FPL wise,
What? Let me look at your team and see what you've been up to. It seems you're raking in the point. Wow. I'm at the bottom of every chat that I am in.
I think you have like 14 teams
Yeah.
that you're looking at. So I think you should be good with one or two.
Yeah, so you've got Salah, which is gonna haul this week game week.
Yeah, I think Salah is also rested as well, so you should
Yeah,
you should have a good one.
you still got Holland. I think what's that my team that's even doing well? I think it's the one that doesn't have
Basically,
Haaland. Okay, is it
basically
what's that?
languishing. Mm.
See, I left Fabianski on the bench. That cost me a lot. It cost me
Oh,
an arm and a leg.
I'm languishing. I need Haaland to do something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking to buy a striker. Which striker would you recommend?
Okay, I had Evan Nielsen in my team, and he actually
Well,
did.
Ebanils is playing Brighton. Do you think he's gonna?
I think Brighton excesses in their defense will be exploited by Bournemouth. Obviously, it's going to be an end-to-end match where each party will score. So I don't think it's anything deep. Did you see France? The match France played against uh, Italy.
I
That
never
was a
watched.
look. That
Was
was a
it good?
Lucas Dean. It was a Lucas Dean show. He literally won the match for France, probably single-handedly. But I don't know
Yeah,
that is because
France have been
yeah,
a bit all over the place this
yeah,
recently.
that's the stuff. I think yeah, because they drew their first match against Israel, and that was like they were trying to update intensity and stuff. That's why
Your this
their
your video is gone.
let me see that.
It's gone frozen,
Oh,
frozen.
okay, so basically that's okay.
It's back now.
So yeah, so is that better?
Yeah, yeah, it's back. It's back.
So basically, what I was trying to say is that they had they've had their I think Lucas Dean was like that kind of match where someone is an inspiration and he gets to
Yeah,
where we are. So that was kind of because he scored a stunner for a free kick and then provided 2 assists for Rabio to glance
yeah.
into the goal. And yeah, it was basically him. doing all the work. So I think that's why they were able to see off Italy, because Italy is a kind of a team is a complete team. They do their stuff. Dimarco does his overlapping run, and
Yeah,
you know what they will do, but you won't be able to stop it. So
yeah.
yeah, they're a complete team. So, but it just took an inspiration from a single player, because France has just been everywhere and nowhere. And then yeah, so I'm looking at Lucas Dean to see if he transcends that form
To
to the
West,
FPL,
uh,
to the
uh,
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, and they're
Yeah,
playing
to see.
these guys this week. Crystal Palace. That might be
Yeah,
a free drink for them. It's been a while since he won a match. He might need to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
rejuvenate.
yeah. You might have forgotten how it feels to win the match. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so
I think my team is looking good. So, but in the sense of you buying a striker, and sorry, and Evan Nelson is not a bad buy. And who else? Who else is firing on all cylinders or has a good form of
Isaac, but I
fixture?
don't have money for Isaac.
Yes, that is also good. I think Watkins should resume duty.
What of midfielder? Should I get Martinelli? But all this Martinelli, if he drop down,
Martinelli Odegaard is actually a good decision. I think Martinelli will see less of game time eventually when Arsenal
what?
get into their groove.
Why?
Yeah,
Martinelli's got the other
yeah.
wing. Who is there?
I think if Arsenal starts playing the way they want to play, I think Tossard is will
No,
be the ideal
Trossard.
person.
Trossard will be the one they will drop. They will drop Trossard for sure.
That I'm just saying. I'm saying eventually, but because right now Arsenal is playing kind of a conventional way where they have their striker that is Martinelli disturbing the other wing and stuff like that. But I think if they try to play in that their system where they pass the ball around up until they break down a team, right? I don't think Martinelli is actually the most ideal player to do that. So, but I think that is to see. But yeah,
Fair enough. Well, that's a good one. It's been an hour and 20 something minutes. Good,
wow.
but good insights, although you disagree with Opta.
I never disagreed with Opta. I think you are the one that called Opta
Uh,
hallucinating and then said
all
it's a
right,
joke. But
all right, all
it is what
right.
it is. I think kudos to Opta for propping me up. But as I've always said,
I think
he
December, I will be giving Thanksgiving.
yeah, it is this. I don't know. You can give them. You can do anything you
After
want to do with your
December
life. It's yours.
31st, I will,
You
I will
know,
give it
there's one match
Thanksgiving.
I'm looking at. There's a match I'm looking at, analyzing. And that's Liverpool versus Manchester City. I think that's going to be
Wow.
another groundbreaker, another milestone where I watch slot critically to see what he does.
You
But
know,
I'm not.
Liverpool is not convincing. That's the problem. They are not convincing. They are getting the results, but they are not convincing.
I think I don't know if I'm safe to say this, but I don't think you've seen Liverpool in matches that are not blockbusters. Because that's why I was very animated when I played against Chelsea and Arsenal. You could see I was livid in those matches because I couldn't recognize the Liverpool I saw. So, but the thing is this: I
But the
think you should
Liverpool
see
that played
Liverpool.
Brighton was still was giving away chances. If Brighton scored half of their chances, that game wouldn't be same. Yes, you played
That is,
well,
I
but
think, I
also
think, I think
you gave
I
away
think you read
chances.
this. I think you that every team gives away chances. Even Man City winning star Wolverhampton gave away chances. That's the thing. The
Arsenal
thing that
don't
when
give
you
away
watch,
chances. Arsenal don't give away chances that easily.
I don't know. The Arsenal does not give away chances, so people don't miss chances against Arsenal. Even the matches I play
No,
against
they I
Arsenal,
say
sef,
give away. Like you don't get a lot of chances against Arsenal.
yeah, you don't get a lot of chances against Arsenal. But even as that, where Arsenal does not get as much chances as because most of the chances that Arsenal get they mostly put it away or they score it. So Arsenal also is not Arsenal is a team that tries to control way too much. That's good. That works for them sometimes. It does not work. But what I'm trying to say is this:
I actually think
well,
Arsenal, if they've been disciplined, they would be close to top of the league. If they like if you remove all their red cards, but it says that you cannot play a game like that. You cannot be too pragmatic all the time. So you need to be able to like
At
open
least
up things.
I think we could agree that some of those red cards, especially the one to Declan Rice, was unfortunate though.
Yeah, it could be unfortunate, but it's red. You called for it. You don't just get a red card
Yeah, although they could have
without.
mitigated
It's
it
just
because they are averaging,
it's just like the
they had
penalty
received red card before. Yeah, continue.
that Cole considered against Curtis Jones. If he did not go and make the tackle, then there will be no red card. So he was the one looking. Then Curtis Jones made most of it. Even Mr. Sanchez that loves to
I
give
think
away
I think I,
penalty.
I think you cannot speak with Chelsea matches because you always get your prejudice always comes through every time you speak with Chelsea in question. So I think you should maybe make your sample data from other teams so that I will
No,
be able
I
to
say
make.
if Cole did not tackle the go to clear the ball, then he's not going to be in a position where the referee.
Curtis Jones did not make most of anything. You swept my player off his feet, and you received the penalty. I now said that my player, I'm speaking Igbo now, but player did not make the most of anything. You literally have a crazy player
Uh,
for in Lewis Colwell, which has he had the penalty coming. He had gone in on Salah, who had committed him, which if it was a few years back, that's a clear penalty. But that was not given. He went again and then he took Cowell, Curtis Jones off his feet, not making any contact with the ball. And that's, you are telling me that Curtis Jones made the most of it. He didn't make the most of anything. That's a clear penalty yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Please.
all right. Any other thing you would like to add
Yes,
before we
please
end this
use
podcast?
please. I think we didn't we were so into it that we didn't get to talk about the Nations League. I think the Nations League we had a
Nations
lot
League
of.
was boring. This it wasn't
I think
much.
I yeah, funny enough, I
Most
thought
of the
as
teams
well.
had
I
had
thought as well.
qualified, have qualified, isn't it? Most of the teams there was nothing like much at stake that much.
The
Immediately
thing is that
England won. England won on the first leg.
those guys, those guys are not important because they are playing the mid leagues. When you're talking about the guys that are going on to win the season, is the League A guys. That's the League One, League
Yeah,
Two, and
England have
League A.
been promoted now to League A now, so they'll be good.
Yeah, those are not things to like get us riled up. But I think when you look at the context of the League A, the A, B, and C of
Yeah,
it, I think you will now start seeing some kind of interesting
but
stuff
there's
in terms
no
of
when are they play? They will still have to play quarterfinals. Like they've not played the round to get into quarterfinals and stuff. So that's when it
they
started.
have. So the first two guys that qualify now have gone to the quarterfinals. Now the only thing left now is playoffs from
Yeah, playoff.
the
It's
from
England play. England is playing playoff.
no, England is not in the League A. They are just trying to graduate into the League A. So where they will
But
now be
when
able
they
to.
graduate to the League A, wouldn't they have to play playoffs?
No, when they graduate into the League A now, they now enter into another league where they will now either get first or second. When you are first or second, you're able to qualify. So I think the quarterfinals directly. But your third, when you are third, what you
Hmm.
need to do now is that you now have to play the playoffs to that help complete the
So
league.
which
Then
team is now in the quarterfinal first now?
so come for the quarterfinals. Those that are certainly going are you have the likes of Portugal, then you have Croatia also going through.
Croatia,
Then
I thought they drew against Portugal.
okay, Croatia,
Have you
yes,
not?
Croatia drew against Portugal and then also drew against and then lost to Scotland. But
Yeah,
what that meant was that because they were already 7 points going into the game week,
yeah.
right? And then when they drew against this thing, they went 8 points. But Scotland, on the other hand, won their two matches. They won Croatia and also won Poland, which
Hmm.
gave them 7 points. So because of that
Okay.
7 points now, they are third. So that's where the battle starts getting
Is it head
interesting.
to
The battle
head?
for head to head. No, not head to head. They are eight. Croatia
Yeah.
got a point, so they went eight.
Okay.
Went to 8 points. So these guys got their maximum points. That's Scotland. Then went to seven
Yeah.
points. So that left them third. So that was just the lot of a little bit of that dynamic that happened there that was a
Yeah.
bit interesting because Scotland had their
So
last
which
goal
other team is
scored
in the
at the time of
quarterfinal now? So Portugal, Croatia. Which other team?
So
He needs
Portugal,
eight
Croatia, then
teams, isn't it?
France. Yeah, France is also going through. France with Italy, they were level on points. Then Belgium is going to the this thing. Belgium is going to the playoffs, right? I think yeah,
So
Belgium
France
is going
and
to the
Italy
playoffs.
are going to the quarterfinals already. So that's
Yes, yes,
four
yes.
more teams remaining.
Now you go to no quarterfinals. I think you need well, quarterfinals. You need 8 teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need 8 teams. Yeah.
So
So
four more.
Germany now, yeah, Germany and is it 8? Because I know what are now they play. What are the players then for?
Because
But I think
semi-final will be four teams, isn't it? Then
yeah.
finals two
So
teams. So quarterfinal,
so but
unless they have
Germany
round of 16. Do they have round of 16?
probably something of the sort. I don't really know, but I don't know what their playoffs is for. Probably to remain in the league or
I
something.
think some of the
But
Nations League also use it to qualify for the Euros and what like
okay,
some I think some of the things use it to
okay.
qualify.
Yeah. So,
It's a
but
bit complicated.
Germany and the other, yeah, it's a bit up. But Germany and Netherlands is also going through in the expense of Hungary and Bosnia Herzegovina, and then Spain and Denmark is also going through in the expense at the expense of Serbia and Switzerland.
Yeah, it was. I'm tired of all this international. I'm ready for some, but this weekend I'm even working. So, and I ain't starting. I won't be able to start my match off rough, but that's
Okay.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's life. I
Yeah.
hope I come back to watch the highlights and this 4-0. But who knows with these guys?
Yeah. 4-0 or 2-1 today. Home team in regards to your team, in regards to your match. But you never can tell. You guys might be looking to serve up something nice. But Kopama always shows up against this small team. So the Kopama party might be sizzling up. So yeah.
I need. Oh, maybe I should buy Neto because Neto has been cooking.
I like the way Neto is, bringing my few predictions to fruition. But yeah, I'll just leave
But
that alone.
Madeke is still there, so they'll be playing. They'll play Madeke the other side and play Neto the other side.
Even you don't want Madueke. But I know, for solidarity's sake, you
Don't
just
want
need.
Madeke. No.
You don't want him anywhere near that wing.
No, but that's if you want to play Neto, the best place, the best place. If you want to play Madeke, you have to play him on the left. All right, yeah. Unless the only thing is, if Modric starts performing, then Madeke will be ostracized. Well, until
What are
then,
you? What are that? I can never say never. I think Harvard has taught me that with his change in form since leaving Chelsea. I don't think any player
what?
is. I think I think
Havertz
stout
have
that
always been playing that same thing that he's playing in Arsenal. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
I surrender to the government. I think or more grease to your elbow, more grease to
Yeah,
the
he's
elbow of
always
Ryan
been he's
Harvard,
always
more
been
grease.
playing that same thing. It's just even when we won the Champions League, he was like he always been. He said he's not like an out and out nine, but he's always good at linking, doing all this linking stuff, playing. We need Osimhen. If we had Osimhen now, even all this
How is it
not.
that you have this guy now? What's his name? Michael Jackson, and he's actually doing playing great football.
Yeah, but you
How would
can
you
have
bring
two
in a Osimhen?
strikers. You have to don't you have two strikers?
No, like bringing in Osimhen would mean that the game time for Michael Jackson will be dropped drastically because you already have two strikers as yourself as well. You play Nkunku for the conference league, and you play Michael Jackson for this thing. Ideally, Nkunku should be your top nine, but Michael Jackson has been able to say, yes, I'm here to stay with his up in form, and I think you guys should give him that,
Is he up
give
in
him that
form? It's
that
just what has work rate. It's not up in form or anything. It's just work
yeah,
rate.
yeah. Work rate with all these results. I think if this is the best numbers any striker has even put up, one of the best strikers any striker has put up this season, and he's
I'm not
doing
saying
doing
he's
great.
not. I'm not saying he's not.
So why do you want
He's
to now
not
replace him with
performing well.
Osimhen?
You no Osimhen has better numbers than him even with his numbers now in
No, I
Galatasaray.
think I think he has a little. No, and Osimhen doesn't even score that many
No,
goals in
he has a lot
Galatasaray.
of goals in Galatasaray. He has up to 8 goals and two
I don't
assists
think he
now.
has that that much goals because I know Osimhen had a drought for like the first 3 matches before he then scored, and then subsequently he continued
Yeah,
giving. He even does more of assisting than this thing. I
yeah.
think even looking at things, you guys, I think you guys have a more of an Osimhen in Jackson right now
No, no,
than.
no, no, no. Area balls are very deadly in the Premier League, and you need that.
Do you when you have someone, because Jackson is just giving you guys the tip of the iceberg. Let's not be petty.
See,
Let's not be
see,
petty out.
yeah,
You guys
yeah.
should you guys should leave him, because what my plan is to swap Darwin Nunes with him, with Osimhen directly, and just everybody will be happy. Even
I don't
David W.
understand.
Perez, I'm not feeling him. You
You
guys can
want
go and
you
get
want Osimhen and you want Jackson too.
Jackson as how.
Who do you want to swap? You swap. You want to swap Osimhen with
Carry Osimhen to Galatasaray. Carry Osimhen to Liverpool. Carry Darwin Nunes to Galatasaray.
mm, any
I
other
don't
team,
understand.
any other AOB, any
Hey,
other,
Sha, hey,
any
Sha.
other agenda.
It's all good. It's all good. You guys went straight an entire summer. You did not sign Osimhen. I think you guys should just call it a stale bread, and and let bygones be bygones. He sees out the season in Galatasaray, and then he tries to explore other options.
Even if Osimhen was free, I'm sure Liverpool would not still sign him.
Why won't we sign him?
If you want those type of signing, you literally are in the wrong club. You guys
Why won't we sign him? I don't understand.
sign all these undercover CEOs. So maybe
I don't understand. We were literally going for Jude Bellingham.
oh yeah, go in now. I'm not just saying you will not go for him. You go, you can go for him, but signing him is a different issue.
I don't
It's,
understand. I don't understand what you mean
you,
by
you
different
go
issue.
you go for
We
all of them, but you don't sign them.
uh okay, we go for them, but we don't, okay.
Mm.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. By the time you don't
my
sign
my
to see me,
midfield my midfield trio my midfield trio is a testament to the amount of things you've gone through.
you're 3-3. I went for Lavi and Caicedo, and
Me and
then you are
then
saying
go
what?
and
Who is the
then
other? Who is the three that I went for again?
I'm
Who is
sure
the
you
three
must
that I
have.
went for now?
I'm sure you guys went for
Okay,
Fernandez. I'm sure you
I
guys
also
went
went for
for.
Fernandez, and you did not know about it. Oh,
No,
so
no,
you
no,
you you
no.
you now suddenly
Wait now. It's
don't
not you
believe in
don't know
your.
about it. Okay.
Oh,
I think pre World Cup, before World Cup, you guys went for Fernandez. But
pre World Cup, me I went for Fernandez.
yeah,
Where
before
did you
he
hear this news? Where did you bring this news
check
from quickly?
check your source. Check your
Hi,
source.
Ozumba Mbadiwe. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Uh,
Ah,
since you've been signing all your players, please go use them win a trophy for us. Let us at least, give you your flowers for doing something right. Not signing the whole world and winning nothing. I think that's
see,
pathetic right there.
I'm about
But
to
it's all
do
good.
a Man City. I'm about to do a Man City. I hold the league hostage for 5 6 years.
Are you done? Is that
But
is
that
there
will
anything
be a
you want?
discussion for the
Is
next podcast. With
there
these few
anything you
points
want to
of
do?
mine, with these few points of mine, I think this is the end of the stream. And it's been a nice having you on the show. And any final words?
Yeah, yeah, it's always been a very interesting one having you having me on the show. I think I think I figured out your trigger word, which is Chelsea. In any bad vein, I think you go off go off the rail to try to defend your honor as as a Viking or something. But I think I think I will stay away from that. And yeah, it's been a great one. I think the analysis have been great, and we are literally very, very um, excited about the weekend, having a dreadful one with the international break being on
Yeah.
ending. So yeah, we're looking forward to the weekend. We have our predictions down, and we're seeing whether it's going to be uh, lived up to or maybe thwarted. But yeah, it's an international break. We're coming off of an international break. Predictions getting thwarted might be food for might be just the order of the day. So yeah, I think that's my take on things and problem, and then my last words as well.
That's good. That's good. Thanks for coming on, and au revoir.
Au revoir.